In this video, I'm going to show you how to do an oil change on this Nissan Altima. We're working with a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder engine, so the V6 might be a little different. If you need any parts for your car, check us out at 1A Auto. Let's get started. Underneath the vehicle, on the passenger side, you'll see the engine oil pan, and looking on the back of it, you'll see this 14mm drain plug. So have a collection bucket ready and a 14mm socket or wrench to remove this and drain the oil. Break this free. Unthread it by hand once you can and keep pressure on it. That way when it's on the last thread, you can control when the oil starts flowing and it doesn't splatter all over the place. This is on the last thread, so I'm going to pull it away quickly and all the oil is draining in my collection bucket. I'll let this drain until it's down to a drip. While that's draining, inspect the drain plug. And this is a copper gasket that I'm going to replace. These you should replace every time. I do have a new one and I recommend that you get one as well so that you can seal up, otherwise you're going to end up with a leak right at the drain plug. Now the rest of it looks in good condition, the threads are good and the head is good, so there's no need to replace it. But if it is in bad condition for you, replace the drain plug as well. This particular gasket has been reused a few too many times because it's paper thin over here and it has crushed around the threads. So usually it should be easy to remove. Unfortunately, this one's not going to be very easy. Typically you can get underneath with a pocket screwdriver and kind of peel it away, but I'm going to try and do my best to get this removed. I managed to get the old washer off and I have a new one. Now if you have an original washer, you'll notice that one side has a lip, whereas the other side is flat. You want the flat side facing out and the side with the lip facing towards the head of the bolt. And you want to thread this on. It is a snug fit on the threads till it bottoms out completely. It's not going to get tight or anything, it just is like this so that it doesn't fall off. There we go, that's fully seated, and by the time I got this done, the oil is down to a drip, so we can now plug this up. Install the drain plug with that new washer, tighten it up by hand, wipe off any drippage that remains. We're going to snug this up so that the crush washer can squeeze and create a nice tight seal. That's bottomed out. The torque for this is 25 foot-pounds, so let's torque it accurately. That way the washer doesn't crush like it was before. And that's it. It took about 1/8 of a turn after it bottomed out and got snug. So if you don't have the ability to torque it, just do your best to squish that washer without over-tightening it. Through the passenger side wheel well, you can see the oil filter located on the side of the engine. Have a collection bucket ready because when you remove this, oil will come out. Typically, you should be able to remove this by hand, but this one is slightly over tightened. So I'm going to use an oil filter wrench that grabs onto the outside of it, and with a ratchet, helps me get some leverage to break this free. Unthread this, let the oil drain into the bucket. Inspect that area to make sure it's in good condition and that the gasket from the old filter didn't stay on here. If it did, you're going to want to remove it, otherwise it would double gasket, and double gasketing will cause this not to seal up. You'll have a major oil leak, no oil pressure, and that's not good. I'm just going to wipe off this general area so I can make sure there's no debris that's on it, and of course I'll wipe off the frame where the oil dripped. This vehicle takes 5W30 engine oil, so that's what I'm going to use to pre-fill my oil filter, and I prefer to do this so that it doesn't start up dry. Now I'm not going to fill it up completely. I'm going to pour it in somewhat quickly, and then I'm going to let it soak in to the filter material. I'm going to spin it around to get it all over in there because the filter does get mounted sideways, so if you fill it up all the way, it's going to just pour right out. Take a little bit of oil on a clean glove and lubricate the O-ring that's around the top. This is going to prevent it from sticking on there in the future. Take the new oil filter and line it up. Thread it on, make sure it threads on smoothly. If it does not, it's cross-threading. It should thread on very easily. This is touching now, the gasket, the O-ring. The O-ring is now touching the engine block or the oil filter housing, and at this point you want to go between 1/2 a turn and 3/4 of a turn after it touches until it is bottomed out and snugged up. So this right here is plenty tight. If you tighten it anymore, it will be over-tightened. I'm going to wipe off this area one last time to make sure no oil will continue dripping after I'm done. And now let's go up top and fill it up. Up in the engine compartment, you'll find the oil filler cap located on the left side as you're looking at it from the front. Unthread it and remove it. I recommend using some type of funnel, that way you don't spill the oil everywhere. This vehicle takes 5 quarts of 5W30. Now the oil that I put in the oil filter does count towards those 5 quarts. So let's put in the rest of our oil. All right, quart number 5 is going in. Take your funnel out if you used one and cap this off. A little bit more forward from the engine, right near the alternator, is going to be your dipstick, the engine oil dipstick. Take it out and wipe it off. That way we can get an accurate reading. Now, when I dip it back in, what you'll be looking for is for the oil level to be right between these 2 dots. If it's at the top where it should be, it's full, you've added your 5 quarts. If it's anywhere near here, that means you likely did not add 5 quarts and it's not enough. Dip it back down all the way. Pull it back out. Note that my engine hasn't started yet. This is right after I filled the oil, so it's right above the full line, which is normal. So as soon as I start it, it should be right on the dot. Put the dipstick back down in, wipe off anything that dripped, and let's reset that maintenance reminder. From inside the vehicle, turn the ignition to the on position. You're going to use the buttons on the left side of the steering wheel. Use this one right here, right next to the back button, and cycle through the menu until you get to the settings. You're then going to use this button to scroll up and down and press to select. Scroll down to maintenance and select that. You're going to go into service. Mine looks like it's been reset, but yours should have the mileage driven here since the last reset. So we're going to scroll down to reset and press that. Now, of course, mine will not do it because it's already at 0 miles. But at this point, as soon as you hit reset, yours should look the same, 0 miles. And then you can actually customize the amount of miles until the warning light turns on the dash. And there you have it. The oil change reminder has been reset. I hope you enjoyed this video and you found it helpful. If you have anything to add, leave it in the comment section below. And as always, don't forget to check us out at 1A Auto for any car parts that you might need. Don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell so you can stay up to date with all of our latest content. Thanks for watching.